What's up, everybody who watches this video? My YouTuber name is Dr. Weirdo, and just in case you haven't seen the title and thumbnail yet, this is a school project. So, yeah, it won't really affect anything for this video. It won't really affect my comedy/personality, so, anyways, let's begin. Books! They're a thing! And normally I would say something like,
Books are for nerds. If you like books, then you're a boomer.
but this book, it good. It's so good, in fact, that it got a sticker for being, quote, the most distinguished contribution to American literature for children. Huh? For children? When I read this, I thought it would be at least a PG-13 book. Though what do I know? I mean, what do you think I do for a living? Read books before I go to sleep? Since books have no visuals, barely any visuals, I'll make the visuals just for your guys' entertainment. So the story starts off with some guy murdering a family. Great job, guys. Very great. And Joe, don't kill me. So after he killed almost everyone, he went to the baby carriage. But the baby was gone. The baby. The freaking baby, out of everyone in the house, got away. Okay. Some people called the Owens saw the baby outside, and they do what anyone would do, ask permission from the ghost mom, the OG ghost mom, to if they can have the baby. And afterwards they eat the baby.
Spaghetti!
A couple years go by and boom, a female that can potentially be the love interest for our super cool protagonists. No, they're 5 years old and that'd be unrealistic and dumb. After that, there's a lot of stuff that just seems pointless in the book. Seriously, there's lots of chapters to where it just feels useless to the plot. Perfect example. There's this one chapter where these trolls and they kidnap Bod, aka the main character, and kidnap him. Then after the grandma werewolf person saves Bod, they're not mentioned again. Why were they even put in the story if they weren't going to help Bod or anyone grow as a character? I know what you're thinking, if you're my subconscious at least.
Well, Dr. Weird, this story and this chapter helped the relationship of the grandma lady and Bod.
But one, Bod barely interacts with that lady, and two, that lady dies. What's the point of having that character if she just dies? Especially when Bod doesn't even grow as a person by then. Speaking of useless chapters, a bunch of those go by, and Bod is mostly grown, about 16 years old. And surprise! That guy who killed Bod's family in the beginning of the story? He's back. He brought his Dumb and Dumber gang. Does that make me relevant with the kids? No? Okay. And after Bod does some weird magic stuff, the day is saved and Bod is able to finally date that love interest. Now she just says, I'm a head out because she thinks he's a freak and she heads home. And someone just wipes her memory of him altogether.
Friend zoned again.
And now it's the end. Bod can leave the graveyard and be safe while doing so. It's time to explore the world on his own. But before that, the Mrs. Owens, the one who first took him in when he was just a baby, she sings him one last song. Oh, you said you were gonna sing me a song? Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh my God, are you okay? Oh, this is embarrassing. I I can't sing a song like I used to when you want to. Just go with it. Then is the end of this story of the Graveyard Book. And now it's time to talk about nobody. What? Why are you confused? No, nobody, like bod, you idiot. Seriously, get it right. Bod is short for nobody. Get it? So bod is a character. I mean, he's not the worst character. He's way better than other protagonists I've seen in stories. I do like him because he grows so much as a person throughout the book. Because this is a book about him. He turns from a naive, brave kid who just wants to see the outside world to the not so naive kid. You know what? The more I think about it, the harder it gets to defend what Bod does, and it just makes him a bad character. He makes a bunch of stupid decisions by himself, and then he just blames it on the graveyard. Oh, I just control the graveyard, so I can do as I please. Anyways, the characters are fine. All the characters are just kind of fine, but when at least two characters interact with each other, it's a treat. It's a darn treat. The interactions are so great that it personally got me a little emotional at times. And if a f***ing book gets me emotional, then you know they're doing something right. So, is this book good? In my opinion, yes. Sure, it has a bunch of weird flaws and weird stuff that could really be fixed, but all the good stuff just really pads it out and outweighs it by a tremendous amount. I mean, lots of stuff is really good in this book. Like the fact that ghosts just kind of exist and you're not supposed to question it is basically how the plot is made. If the characters that are helping Bod were not ghosts, then lots of stuff wouldn't make sense. Like his ability to turn invisible and talk to ghosts. Like, that wouldn't make sense if it was just a bunch of gray goo people or toys from Toy Story. So I give this book a solid 7 out of 10, which is way better than the average book reviews. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel, Dr. Weirdo, just in case you're a kid who's just seeing this because it's a school project. So, that's all I got for today. Teacher, please give me an A. You know who you are. Give me an A. And I'll be posting whenever. And yeah, I'll just maybe see you in the next video. I don't know if you watch my videos. Yeah, bye!